Hello to everybody out there. This video is for the Kobold Spring 2011 issue of the Kobold Quarterly magazine, which there is a special Pathfinder quest in the magazine called In Absalom, sorry. As some of you probably know, it was a fairly short adventure. It's only a couple pages long, but here gives you kind of an idea of the map there for the quest. There we go. And for a quick game last night, I decided to go ahead and build that quest here out of my Herstart dungeon pieces and a couple custom-made pieces I have here. And as you can see there, the adventurers go down into the dungeon, or I should say actually kind of into a sewer/dungeon. And then there's a little holdout group of kobolds that have took up into the dungeon there. And you can kind of see the little suckers right there. And those are some Dungeons and Dragons miniatures there. And there's the self-proclaimed king of the kobolds there, little trap maker, and a couple other kobolds there. Now there was a couple parts in the little short mini quest I really didn't care for. They made the kobolds a little bit of a walkover, in my opinion. So what I did was I had the kobolds, once they knew the party was coming to them, actually barricaded themselves behind some just some gear, some packages, boxes, crates, and things of that nature. And since I already had the little kobolds there that were spearmen, I decided to play it up to where the kobolds, which in typical D&D are kind of cowards, and would use range attacks, and then obviously would use the long spears kind of a little bit farther away. That way they weren't quite so close to the adventurers. So that just gives you kind of a quick idea of how I set up that kobold ambush scene there in the little mini adventure there. And then I use a couple other little combat maneuvers, like there was throughout the dungeon there were some areas where the kobolds could squeeze through that the characters really had a hard time getting through. So when they tried to run away, we would do kind of similar to like the Pathfinder chase scenes to see if the PCs were able to keep up with them. And some of you who've seen my previous videos will notice some of those are the dungeon and sewer slime pieces that I've used before. There's some of my dirty steps there. And there's just a quick picture of the map there. Which to me, just a plain map like that kind of doesn't really describe quite all that you want to. You can see here on the map where there's some of these little like escape routes where the kobolds could go through, which doesn't really translate real well onto something like this. But what I do is I don't have it with me right now, I have a separate little dungeon tile piece that are just separate lines. That way we can follow kind of a chase scene to describe the PCs trying to catch up with the kobolds. I think it turned out pretty well. As always, if you guys have any type of feedback or any comments, feel free to leave it to me. If there's any specific quests you'd like to see in a 3D terrain, let me know, and if I have the quest, I will try to put something together to give you an idea. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.